Hello! Hello, hello! Hope you're all doing well? Yo, Stone Toad! Good to see you again. Alright. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, so I have been having a ton of fun playing around with these floppy disks. Wait, why did my music, hold on, my music. Hello, come on, homie. Ah, there we go. Alright. Okay, there we go. Okay, I forgot to put it on repeat. Anyways, so I have been having so much fun testing out these floppy disks. So, I have been working on making a fucking battle royale on it. So basically, the floppy disks bump into each other, and they have like amounts of life. Well, okay. Actually, let me test this out, because I don't know how it works when there's less people. So I've made it so that like the default floppy disk doesn't. Oh shoot! Right. So I wanted to fix some things. Okay, actually, okay. So first of all, let me go to me. Let me go to my code. Damn it. Open. Oh me. There we go. Okay. So I've been working on some code here. What I was about to fix. Okay, so with the floppy disks, I have been working on making like a battle royale thing. So for example, if I have a little start button here. Oh, actually, let me move back to the screen for it. So in theory, we'll see the little numbers over them basically are lives left. And so if a floppy disk bumps into another floppy disk and it has a faster speed, it has more momentum than the other one, then it takes out the other one's life. You have 3 lives, and then at the end, after bonking around, at the end, whoever wins, well, it goes until there's 1 floppy disk left, basically. So I've been working on a few things because you'll notice how they go smaller and smaller. I have a thing to focus them in one place the longer the battle, quote unquote, goes. So that it makes it go faster rather than them just floating around on screen. So for example, there we go. Hello! Yo, Left Eye! Oh shit, wait. Actually, that is something, that is a different development that I did not anticipate. I forgot thinking about if a new person came in. Oh shit, okay. Let's end this. Hello! But yeah, so I have been having so much fun with this. So much fun. So, we could see here that they're all bouncing. Wait. Hold on. Why did Left Eye? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so that is going to be a little thing to deal with. I will have to think about how to deal with that. But I am having like so much fun figuring this out. So there's a few things that like I wanted to do. Well, okay, so first of all, I actually set myself up with like a little mini UI thing, which I wonder if I can show it. Hold on, actually. Yeah, cause see, it saves whoever's shown, because everyone has an existing floppy basically, and it just makes it show whenever you're in chat, so that the stuff is saved. I'm trying to figure out like a better, if I can do this like a better way, but like this is what I've got for now. Yo, Bones, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I am explaining. Good shmornin'. Good shmornin'. Good shmornin'. I was talking about like I've been working on this stuff so much. Bones, so new thing since the last time you were in here, you can now redeem permanent crab for the low price of 1,000 bytes. But so you can redeem permanent crab permissions, so then you can crab and uncrab at will. Yes, I finally figured out how to save. I figured out how to save what's it called? To save data between things. So in addition to having permanent crab permissions, you can set a default with exclamation point set default, and then putting whatever option you want after it. So for example, if I set default to cat, it won't change it right now, but see, if I reload them, actually, let me save to local storage and let me try, what the fuck was this again? Let me do load from local storage. There we go. So see, there we go. Oh my god. Wait, that would be really funny. That would be really funny. That's a good idea. Yes! There we go. So now you can exclamation point crab whenever you want. Let's see, set default none. Because I like to have default. Yo, Kitten, good to see you. Hello. Yo, there you go, Bones. There you go. Now you can crab forever. So you can crab and uncrab whenever you want. So I honestly need to write this up for my little like chat fun thing. Yeah. So Kitten, yo, Audi, good to see you as well. So Kitten, the thing about this is that so everyone gets a default cat, so everyone can cat and uncat themselves. However, you need to unlock permissions for crab. So if you see, for the low price of 1,000 channel points, you can unlock the crab, and that's what Bones just did. So yeah, so that's what Bones just did. So now Bones has permission to crab whenever, because I finally figured out how to save data between sessions. And so yeah, and then, so with the cat thing, there is also a cool thing where you can set default. So for example, if I do set default cat, like that, then it means that when I load this in, the text entry okay, wait, let me finish what I was saying before I forget. So the set default will basically set it so that whenever you load in, your floppy disk will start with that. And so you can set it to anything you have permissions for. So anyone can do set default cat. So if you do set default cat, then that means that the next time I reload it, you will load in as a cat. Hell yeah. Now, Stone Toad, the reason for all of them have text entry is because TMI.js doesn't actually pick up events. I need to do stuff like with the Twitch API or something with that, which requires other permissions like funny authorization permission thingy, which isn't that hard to get. I just haven't bothered. But so, because of that, it doesn't pick up events, only chat messages. And so, I wouldn't be able to pick up channel point redeems. However, since you can send a text entry, send a message with the channel point redeem, it also comes attached with a context, quote unquote, which comes with a custom reward ID. So I get the message, and then I can check for the custom reward ID, and then thus activate the channel point redeem. But see, that means that all of the channel point redeems that activate something with the floppy disk have to have a text entry, even if the text entry does nothing. They just need it so that it'll be picked up. Yo, there you go! Awesome. Now you have permission to crab. I've been having like so much fun with the set defaults and everything, and finally being able to reload in stuff. But so the thing that I am really excited to work on today is the Battle Royale thing. I have been thinking about the Battle Royale ever since we mentioned that in Prowler's stream with the crows, like with the knives. Also, I'm so fucking glad Prowler is back! Woo! I've been so hyped. I've been so excited for this. And God, it's so nice. It's so nice to have him streaming again. So I've been having so much fun. So I've created a Battle Royale thing. So far, like, it's not a redeem. I just have a button because I have a little UI thingy. But so let me try this out. So basically, everyone gets 3 lives. And when they collide with one another, it checks which of them has the greater momentum. And whichever one has the greater momentum is the quote-unquote winner. The loser has 1 life depleted. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. Okay, I need to make a check for that. Okay. Yeah, I need to make a check for that. Lamau, you won! Okay. I need to make a check for that. Oh lord, it is confusion. It is confusion. It is very confusion. Oh shit, it's because they're all going at 0, and then it's getting confused there about what to show or not. Okay. Alright, so let me end that. But so you can see how, like, I've been working on this to make the lives thing, and you'll notice how the box, quote unquote, like for them to be active gets smaller. Because when I first started this, when I ended up with like two floppy disks left, I would have to wait for so fucking long for them to bounce along around the screen and hit each other. So I have been working on making a slowly shrinking box that shrinks at different rates depending on how many floppies are currently on screen. Anyways, so the first thing I was going to do before I forgot was to go to. Okay, here we go. So here's some of the code. Wow, Fortnite. But so, see, right here, I was working on a thing for when it hits the border. Previously, all this with the comments and stuff worked because I would just, basically it meant that if a floppy disk hit the border, it would just bounce directly back. I would do the opposite the opposite speed in the Y direction, the opposite velocity in the X direction. Everyone becomes crab during the battle royale in theory. In theory, that should happen. But I'll have to check that out. In theory though, it should work. Crab battle royale, oh my god. But so see here, previously this worked because the borders were static, and so it would just bonk off the borders and go back. However, because the thing shrinks, it looks kinda weird, because sometimes, okay, with setting the Y values, so see this bit, this dot Y, Y max, minus this dot collision distance. So this would basically set it so that it wasn't clipping out of bounds. However, when the thing shrinks during the battle royale, it makes it like jump because stuff gets out of bounds because it's shrinking, and then it jumps back in. So I had to take that out. There was something else I wanted to do here. So fuck, what was it? I wanted to. Okay, so I've removed the collision distance. So, because there was a problem here with it still being choppy. So I wanted, oh no. Okay, so basically, wait, no, did that make it work? Okay, I'll have to check this out in a second. But, so basically, what I did instead was, previously, I simply reversed the sign on the velocity, but now I have set it to always be negative or always be positive depending on where it hits. So for example, when it hits the top of the screen, so if this dot Y, so if the Y value is greater than, okay, if the Y value plus the collision distance, because otherwise it would just be a point. So the Y value plus the collision distance is greater than the maximum, which is the top of the screen, then it will always just be negative. Previously I reversed the sign, but this because see, the reason that didn't work was because if I reversed the sign but I didn't reset the distance, then sometimes if it wasn't moving fast enough, it would still be within the wall, or within the, like, clipping outside the border, after 10 milliseconds, because that's the time on this. It updates every 10 milliseconds. And so it would still end up clipping outside the border, and then because I was simply reversing the negative, it would just change the sign again, thus forcing it back out into the border again, and it would just get stuck. So what I'm doing now is I am setting it to always be negative or always be positive depending on where it hits, which means that it can still, I don't need to worry about it being outside. This is just Notepad++. I don't need to worry about it being outside the distance because it will continue moving in the correct direction for as long as it's colliding. But there was something that I wanted to fix, I think. So, I'm gonna go back here, and I'm gonna try this again, right? So, start, let's see this. Actually, was that? Okay. Oh, right. Okay, so, okay. What was it? Okay, actually, okay, well, I need to fix that, too. But so, God, that fucks it up so much. That is so funny. That is so funny, Stone Toad. Okay, so, hacks! Oh, okay, I remember. The thing was, I wonder if you're both gonna, actually, when I wrote this, I wonder, are you both going to, are you guys, like, fucking stuck? Okay, now Stone Toad seems to be moving upwards. Okay. Are you, hello? Hello? This, another thing that I wanted to, okay, then, no, oh my god, it keeps bouncing? I wonder, oh shit, I think, Left Eye, I think you're stuck outside the border. I think you're stuck outside the border. Almost, oh, there we go, rip. Okay, so, I have, honestly, this isn't so, God, that is so funny seeing that show up. That I definitely need to fix up. But, okay, right, so, wait, no, yes, okay, yes, never mind. This should be okay, I think I fixed what I was going to fix, I think. Never mind. So I think I did fix that because simply removing the collision distance makes it work so I don't keep traveling in the correct direction. Okay. So. Okay. So this bit. So, it's, oh boy. Okay. So like when I go through this, you'll see how the ball physics. So I loop through the different floppy disks, I change the space so that it shrinks, then here is where I check for collisions. Okay, so I need to do, oh, I know what I'll do. Okay, so let's do update floppy. So see, this is what gets called to create like a new floppy or update floppy in the list of floppy disks that I have. So add floppy if user ID not in list, otherwise update floppy. So you see, I can leave it to show or not show, but okay, wait, let me think. Okay, if I do, if show equals boolean, oh, okay, so what I will do here is I'll go if battle active, then I'm going to, let's see, if the battle is active, then I set, oh, okay, I set this.list.user_id.saved show status. So I have a thing here where I show the status, or I save the status. Basically, there's a show thing which determines if the floppy is displayed or not on screen, and then there's saved show status for when I mess around with it. So saved show status, for example, say, okay, so when I was doing my testing, I have a thing, where is it, that show all. Actually, right now, since we're dealing with the floppy disks, give me a second. Wait. I just realized the notepad is in the, okay, hold on. Oh crap, oh my god, hello, Toko, oh my god, hello, hi Raiders, oh my god, yo, good to see you, oh my god, thank you for the raid, how are you doing, Crown Trick, ooh, how was that, how was your stream, oh my god, welcome in everyone. I'm doing alright. I am playing around with a fun little thing that I've made here. So, I've been working on this loading screen and also chat-like interaction thing. Ooh, it's a roguelike. Nice. I'll have to check it out. It's not entirely ready, it's still having issues, but it's mostly working. Well, okay, in theory it's working. I need to update it because after I've discovered a bug, because when you chat during it, I have a thing, it changes, I have a thing, basically, okay, yeah, honestly, I need to fucking write up a thing so that I can tell everyone what these do. There are a few commands, you can see them in my about, but I need to write up a thing or make, like, a command that fucking explains this. So, the floppy disks. So there's one of these that represents everyone in chat. Your floppy disk has the first letter of your display name in the color that you've chosen. If you haven't chosen a color, it is a randomly generated one. And it will move around on screen. And they bonk into each other, as you can see. I have a bit of physics in there. They all have slightly different masses, and so they move based on like momentum and stuff. Stone Toad, it doesn't necessarily cause you to be invincible. It's just that every time you chat, it sets show to true, so that's why you show up repeatedly. But so other things that you can do with the floppy disks are you can type !cat to give your floppy disk cat ears and a little tail. Cat is available to everyone. You'll notice there's a couple of redeems. One of them is crab, and so you can temporarily crab yourself or crab someone else. Oh, Lamau Toad. You can also, so the carcinization, the 100.1, I believe, gives you crab temporarily for the rest of stream. But there is another redeem that is a crab permissions, and so for 1,000 channel points you can give yourself permission to use !crab whenever you want. And so for example, Stone Toad has redeemed crab permissions, and you'll see the little green S with the crab legs. Show Bones has also, oh, thank you for the follow, Big Cat Gina. Thank you. The Show Bones, the large green-ish S, that is also crab, has crab permissions. And so with that, you can crab and uncrab at will. Let's see, what other stuff? I have cat. I'm sorry, I just heard a noise from my room that sounded like my cat knocking over something, but I don't see anything, so I'm going to ignore it for now. Hello! Oh, thank you for the follow! Wart Zeros? How do you pronounce that? Yeah, Kitten Mitten. Yep, pretty much. I love how you have so many cat emotes, it's so good. But so, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so, another thing you can do is you can set your default floppy disk. So I recently learned how to like save permission or save data and stuff between sessions, because normally when I open up like OBS and I do this, it starts from the beginning, right? So previously I would just start out with only the chatters who were arriving, and I wouldn't be able to save anything. However, I've learned how to use local storage, because this is all run in a browser source, by the way. This is with HTML and JavaScript. The code is in JavaScript. But so I figured out how to use local storage to save chatter data between things. So that's why now you can get permanent crab permissions. You can also set your default. So for example, if you can only set your default to anything you have permission for, but that means that you can either set default none to set it to the regular floppy, or instead of none, you can put like cat, so then you can set your floppy to default to the cat image. And so some of us, I know Magic Lover is set to default cat, Left Eye means is set to default cat, I believe a Kitten Mitten set themselves to, but yeah, I know Orange Kiwi Juice redeemed the crab permission and then made it so that they default to crab. I honestly really want to make more different variations. Shrimp is a good one. That won't, but right now the only two options are crab and cat, because that's all I've drawn. I did the little pixel art for those. But eventually I hope to make some more, and we'll see what I can do. But yeah, tardigrade. Oh my god. Honestly, like, I'm not sure what else I would do. I mean, there's lots and lots and lots of things. But something that I can draw. You do need permissions. You do need crab permission in order to set yourself to default to crab. I need to make like a list or write up something with this, cause yeah. But I'm honestly been just like trying to get stuff to work. So the latest thing, tardigrade, make your floppy really. Oh my god, wait, that would actually be really. Ooh, that would be interesting, because I would actually have to change the radius for where it bounces and stuff. Ooh, would that change? No, it wouldn't. Would it change the mass? Would I want it to change the mass? I was actually considering, crab is exclusive. I was considering making, like the cat and the crab thing, like add mass or something, cause, so again, this is actually based like in the physics of it, like with the momentum. Okay, actually, I'll show some of the code. So you'll see how they do show up on this page, but my window shows up on top of it. So I have a whole bunch of code here, like my script that basically runs all this stuff. Let's see, what was I was saying something. Oh yeah, mass. So I have some classes that I've made here. Basically, I started with like a vector class because this way I can have both x and y values and I can calculate them independently instead of having to do trig stuff. Like, sure, trig is cool, but it's too much of a pain to figure out exactly like all the angles and figure out all that stuff. So instead, it was way easier to just make the x and y values work independently. And so then I just have different functions like with the vectors that do like different vector sum or multiplication, etc. Then the floppy disks are all part of a point. They're all a point class, which has like a location, an x and y value, and then it has a mass and it has a velocity. And so I treat these like a point mass because it's a lot easier to do physics calculations on a point mass. So you can see a bunch of stuff with like, here's getting momentum, collision distance. So that's the distance from the center, from the actual location of the the point mass to what's it called? Just to the actual edge of it. So you can see how for the point mass, that's just 0. Then I have some different stuff here. So for example, like this is the border collision. If it hits the top of the screen, then it sets the Y value to negative, and so it bounces back, etc, etc, etc. And then here's the stuff for like the collision. So you can see how this is like the physics momentum and stuff. So it's based on this, taking into account coefficient of restitution. Coefficient of restitution is how much energy, or not, yeah, how much energy is lost, or when it collides, kind of. It's a, or that's what it describes. And so, right now, it's set to 1, which means that it doesn't change at all after a collision. However, I previously had a thing of code that did have it, but I had like gravity applying and stuff. They were just balls instead of the actual floppy disks, and I moved. I had a gravity applied to them so that they would bounce around and then slowly slow down and stop eventually. But for these, I want them to move perpetually. Floppies transcend gravity. Yes. So yeah. So then that calculates the momentum after collision. This does the actual collision thing. And then here's the stuff for the ball, which I wrote out to do like to have a specific mass. And then see, here is the overlap. So see, when they collide, I have them glance off each other in a way, and then move and separate so that they are not overlapping anymore. Okay. But so, things that I was working on. Oh yes, so the Battle Royale bit of it. So I'll show you what it is right now, and you'll see what the glitch is if anyone chats during it. Okay, let me move back over here. And so the battle basically gives everyone 3 lives, and when they collide, whichever one has the higher momentum is the winner, and whichever one has the lower momentum is the loser and loses a life. And so you can see they bounce back and forth, and it'll keep going until there's only 1 left. I also made it so that the sides of the box that they're constrained in slowly shrink over time. Or, well, they shrink at different speeds depending on how many floppies are left, because when I first did this, I kept ending up with like 2 floppies left, and then it would take like 10 minutes for them to bump into each other. And there you go, Stone Toad. So you can see how there is a bit of a glitch, and okay, something is fucking wrong. What? No, it must be that you just have no vertical velocity, right? Yeah, I think you just, why do you not have any vertical velocity? Didn't finish the if state. Oh, well, I didn't work on that yet. Or wait, what? Wait, hold on. No. So that makes that work. There we go. Oh, yo! Ha! Left eye still won. And so yeah, so you could see how it shows the name right there. And so right now it's bouncing along in the little 320 by 180 box. Oh my god, wait, Stone, you have negative. Okay, so as you can see, that's something that I need to fix. because technically you guys are still existing, So I love this. Okay. So let me end this. Well, this is some really fun bug testing. So let me move back to this page. I wonder if actually can I move you? Oh no, I can't. Damn it. I forgot that I edited that. Okay. Oh well. You are still existing. Okay, so in actuality, you all do exist. Because all of you guys are held in an object where, okay, hold on. Let me grab my, where is my debugger? So you guys are all held in a group of objects that chatters.list. Give me a second to pull up the list. And I'll send you, I'll put up a little, let me grab my snipping tool. Alright, and then, let me see this. Yo, Nag! Good to see you! To save the show state, elsing the update, I will check that in a sec. Let me see about where the fuck is my, okay, hold on. Let me add a window capture. Snip. Sure. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so this is what you guys look like in the code. Actually, wait, I forgot. I have to send, come on, homie. Nope, that's not where I wanted you. Come out. There we go. And then, transform. What the fuck is the position again? I forget the, okay, hold on. Just setting this 66,138. Form 66,138. Okay, and then scale to inner bounds, bounding box size 1280. Okay. So you can see here, this is what the actual object like looks like per se, and then for example, so everyone is stored in here, like even if they're not around, for example. So like stream elements, I have a stream elements thing, and so this is how I'm used. Actually, let me see, where is someone? Nightbot. Okay, there we go. Give me a sec. Yo, Discord Light. Hello, good to see ya. Hehe. Time for crab. All right, take care. And then let me get a new snip of, you can see this right here. So this, for example, is Nightbot. So you see how it's got like a boost timer. Okay, the boost is a thing that I'm working on implementing and haven't made it. So I can do it in the code, but I don't have like any buttons or anything that I can press to do that. Color, so you can see the color is there. Default render type, I have Nightbot set to default to cat because I think that's funny. Etc. User ID, stuff like that. And then it's got all the stuff of the positions. Take care. See you around. But so, you guys all constantly exist, but oh, right. You can see right here how there's a show thing. And so that determines whether you show up on screen or not. Because, yeah. So, yeah. Basically, yeah. That I have, so basically when you get loaded in, because when I load you guys in from local storage, it defaults to showing false. Where the fuck is my, okay, yeah, load, there we go. So, you can see how I pass in the data here. I can get it from a couple different places. So like, for example, I can save you guys like as a JSON file, like to my computer in case something goes wrong with the local storage. And then I can reload you in from there. But by default, I load you in from the local storage. And then I parse the data, I update the floppy with the stuff from the storage, and then if we're not keeping the show status, which is default, then I set show to false. So by default, everyone is loaded in and they exist, but they're just not being shown. Then you can see here's the bit from tmi.js, so client on message. So this runs whenever an event happens and it receives a message from Twitch. And so you can see here chatters.update floppy. So I update it with the stuff from the message. And then I do where the fuck is update floppy, and you can see how show is here. If show is given, then I set it to show. Okay. Yes. Oh yeah, there we go. You're right, so that is the bit, yeah. Else this dot list dot user ID show. There we go. So it only does one or the other. So yeah, so there we go. Basically, if I pass in show, then it sets the show status. So ignoring the battle bit of it, basically if I update the floppy, so this is what happens when you chat, right? So I send it in, it has show equals true, and so I set it to true. Then it updates your name and color. So if you, oh my god, what are you doing, child? My cat is jumping around. She is looking outside. But so if you change your name color, the color on your floppy will change as well, by the way. It updates. Yo, Aster, good to see you. Hello, hope you're doing well. I am explaining like the floppy disk thing and how we're doing it because I've been trying to figure out the battle royale. Sweet, I'm so excited. So, for example here, so basically, whenever you chat, it updates it to show your name. There we, yeah. However, I realized that there's a problem because during the battle royale, whenever you, quote, die, I have, it sets the show status to false. So previously, I was having issues because if you chatted during the battle royale, it would set it to true even if you were already dead. So then you would show back up with like 0 lives or less, as Stone Toad was showing up with -2. Okay. But so, for the battle royale, when I start, also I call it, it's the bonk battle in the code, because that's how it works. So when the battle royale starts, I set up a battle timer, I set up the maximum width and height, and what I do is I set the saved show status, which is a mouthful. But basically that says like if this person was chatting like before the battle royale started, so if they were showing before it started, then it saves it there. If they were hidden, then it saves it. And the reason for that is because at the end of the battle, I set up, I set the, what's it called? Yeah, honestly, Toke, that's how it was working. But see, at the end of the battle, I set it so that the current show is equal to whatever was saved. So basically, anyone who was chatting before will show up again. but anyone who wasn't, like anyone who wasn't in chat, won't, they'll stay hidden. Yeah. However, so I had, okay, so that's why I had an issue with the, updating it. So now, what I'm doing is I'm setting the saved, if the battle is active, then I set the saved status to show. And then, otherwise, I set, the actual status. That way, that when the battle ends, it'll use that save status so that if, say, you chatted during the battle, you'll show up after the battle, you just won't participate in it. But that way, like, I can still have the fact that you chatted on record so that it can show up. Okay, so now I'm going to save this to local storage. Because I want to save the show status. Okay, because, so, the thing, I was trying to test this before stream, and I think it's working, but we'll be testing it now. So because I have the saved show status, I also save that, in the, oh, actually, I'll show you, like, this is what the data looks like, for example, when I, give me a sec, okay, back to main, turn on the snip. Okay, so you can see here how it saves it. So it uses like your user ID, and it saves the your display name, it saves your color, it saves your default render. So for example, Nightbot default is cat. You can see how orange kiwi juice has the default crab, etc, etc, etc. Left eye default cat. And so, wait, go back. Let's look at you, Toko. So, here it is as smaller. So, you'll see how Toko has show equals true. So see, that saves the showing status, basically. It just says show, but that's in order to save text space. It actually saves, this is the saved status. So in theory, right, so you're saved as showing, and so I should be able to refresh this page. And then I have a button that restores show status. Okay, so let me try this. We are going to refresh it to update the code. Right, I think I fixed that correctly. I hope I did. Alright, and then let me see if... Restore. Yo! Wait, fuck. Why are some of you not crabbing? Hold on. Wait, no, you didn't set your default to crab. Yes, you, okay, yeah, wait. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right. You didn't, I was like worried that it didn't save. But no, right, you didn't set your default to crab, you just have the ability to crab. And yes, you still have the ability to crab! It works! Okay. So now let me try the Battle Royale. Okay. So now, okay, it's moving. Where am I? I have 2 lives still. Okay, let me see if I vanish. Oh, whoop, took out left eye. Alright. Ooh, man, I am losing momentum though. I am soon to, disappear. Okay, fuck. There's definitely an issue with the side. Okay, fuck. God damn it. As you can see, nice. Okay, that doesn't work. However, I don't know. Who is? Actually, wait. Who is? Oh, it's a kitten mitten. I keep thinking a kitten mitten is K, but it's A. So. One problem. Yeah, okay, so see, the problem. Okay, so I need to figure out something to push it back inwards. However, looks like the bit about chatting during it is working. Lamau. Let me actually set myself to cat and see, because in theory, that should still activate me to become a cat. It's just that I'm not displaying. Okay, let me end this. And am I a cat? Where am I? I am a cat! Excellent, I am in about the middle of the screen. Yes. Okay. Sweet. Alright. Okay. So, one bug down. But, now I need to think, how do I increase... Okay, let me see. So, let's look here again. Let's grab Notepad++, and go back to this. So it's something, so it's basically with this. Fuck. So, the problem is when you have no momentum. Not momentum. When you have no velocity in the direction you need to go to get out of the barrier. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I'll... Okay, so actually what I will do is I will go so that you're able to get out of it. I will go if... Why are my tabs weird? God damn it. Okay, hold on. Let me remove that. Plugin. Where are my fucking plugins? JavaScript. I know I have a formatter. God damn it. I think, okay, never mind. I think I have a format. Oh, no, there we go. Alright, awesome, sweet. Okay, so there's the format. Okay, so I will go... So this basically is saying, is doing this dot map. Okay, so what I will do is I will go if... No, wait, I will, okay, so math, app, okay, if, no, fuck. If this dot vy is less than 0.5, let's say, or what did I use for my minimum speed here? Because I wrote in a minimum speed because of the boosting. Okay, 0.5. Okay, so if this dot vy is less than 0.5, then set actually wait, this dot vy equals, there's the conditional question mark, and then if that, then, so if it is less than that, then we will change it to negative 0.5. Otherwise, it is math.absolute value this dot vy. Okay, so that should, right? I wrote this right, math, right? Yeah. Okay. If that, then this. Okay. So then now I need to do that for the rest. If this dot vy is less than 0.5, then do 0.5 and that, and then change this one to EX, minus. Put that there. Absolute value of Vx and positive. Oh right, this is still Vy. Vx. Alright. So that seems to be correct. I think. Right? Yeah, okay, that should be all the negatives correct. Okay, let me save that. So in theory, that makes it so that there's a limit, so that they will always at least be moving a little towards the correct direction. Alright, so now it's time to try out the refresh again. Save to local storage. Refresh. Restore. Excellent. Okay, so now let's try this. Okay, so now we're bouncing. We're kind of slow. Oh, wait, did I? Okay, this is going really slow. Hold on. Changing the signs of the item you're comparing. Maybe, you're right. You're right. I meant to do. Oh, fuck. You're right. Absolute value for gore. Okay. The negatives. Right. Right. There we go. Thank you. Alright. Nice. Okay. Right. That's why I would. Fuck. I was thinking about. Okay, so I think what I will do. Alright, so this. Let's go back here. Everyone, oh my god, everyone's so slow. Cause yeah, I forgot. Oh, thank you! Thank you. Excellent. You are correct, Stone Toad. Alright. So let's see, what do I want to do? Do I want to do if this .vy? Actually, let's do. Should I do math.abs there, or is it faster to do? Equals. Actually, we'll do math.absolute value the vy. If it's less than that, then wait, there we go. Yes, I think. Okay, so first I'm going to set it to the absolute value. Then I set it. I say if it's less than 0.5, then set it to the negative or 0.5. Okay. And then in this case, yes. All right. There we go. And then this .vx equals negative x. And then this one is no longer needed. Actually, wait, I can, instead of doing the conditional thingy, I can go if. Wait, no, never mind. I do need to set it for those. Because I was saying for these though, because I want it to be positive anyway, I can go if this .vy is less than 0.5. I should honestly make the 0.5 a constant. Then this .vy equals 0.5. Yeah, I'm gonna make that a constant. Okay, there we go. I know actually how to sing this song, but like, it's a little high for me. I was considering putting it on the Splatoon song list. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna set this as constant min speed 0.5, and then we will do that. Yo, Magic, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Yes, there we go. God, that is such a long name. Anyways. Alright, so then we will replace all the 0.5s there. Alright, and save that. And now, let's come back over here and try refreshing. Okay, so... Fuck, I forgot to save the state. I can still restore show status. A 6-hour nap help? Yeah, I feel that. Alright, there we go. Now you've showed back up. Okay. So now, okay, so everyone looks like they're moving mostly correctly. Mostly. And then... alright, so I'm going to try the bonking again. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Move it. Okay, okay. Nice. Excellent. Okay, okay. It doesn't look like anyone's getting stuck yet, which is good. Alright, alright. Oof, I just saw Nye get taken out. Wait, what just did? Wait. 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 I feel like I just did. Okay, yo, Zebretta. Woo! Congratulations, Zebretta, you have won this battle royale. But I feel like I saw some of them just randomly disappearing, so I'm gonna need to check on that. Okay, so we're gonna end that. That is, Alright, so let me start this again. I have some other things that I also want to do to make this fun. For example, you might have noticed like a little thing called like boost or boost timer when I was showing off stuff. Whoa. Okay, so that is definitely Aster hitting. Okay, okay. I'm like trying to watch. Okay, yeah, that definitely clipped him. Okay. Okay, okay, yeah, because that's, oh, okay. It's probably because they're bouncing off a corner and they collide. Okay. I'm like, nice, 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 nice. Oh my god. A kitten, you're fighting Nightbot. Which cat will win? It's Kitten! Woo! Congratulations, a kitten mitten. Which cat will win? Nice! If it collided with multiple really quickly, the successive hits didn't count. Oh, yeah, it's... Yeah, okay, so that, because each one is calculated individually, and then they're all drawn at the end, yeah. Sweet. Alright. Yeah, okay, so I think the funny disappearing ones were them hitting the border and then disappearing really fast. I'm thinking... I wonder if I can do something to show, like, an X on you or something, but have you not... Okay, so, making a note to myself, I'm thinking if I can if I can make the floppies like freeze on screen for a second when they quote die, and then have like an X on them or something, like a red X or something, that might make it a little bit more visible. But yeah, so at least at least the chat thing is now working, so it's not you can't end up with like a -1 lives like before. So that looks good. And then the bouncing off the edges isn't being like nearly as choppy as it was before, so that's good. And then who else? Let's see, what else was I doing? Let me look through this again. Actually, let me see. So with the bit about the calculation, so this is with the ball physics. So successive hits, it's because it should go through this list, and check each one. Right, so that should update it then, and then it updates the collision. The collision happens afterwards, by the way, so you lose momentum or you either lose or gain momentum after the collision, but if you die, then whatever, like, you lose momentum, so that, or if you kill someone, I mean, because if you killed someone, then your momentum was greater than theirs, so you lost momentum on the hit. Give me a second, because my fan is... Oh, hello, kitten! Hi there, kitty cat! Anyways, so you've lost momentum, and so that momentum, is gone for then, which is... Yeah, I'm just going with that. And then... Alright. Let me just try this one more time, because I can't remember if there was something I was having a problem with. Okay. Let's do this again. Right? So I'm gonna be watching it. Okay, so that's moving. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Oof. Alright. Moving around. Slowly getting smaller. Ooh! Okay, so... Yeah, that's a bit abrupt, because I saw Stone Toad hit a kitten mitten. Okay, so we've got Vontel, I think that's Bones and Sibrita. Ooh! Vontel is out, and oh! It's Bones! The winner is Bones. Awesome. So, okay, yeah. Definitely when it bounces between the edge and gets... Cause see, it's hard to see when the floppy, when there's a collision, say if one floppy moves towards the edge, and then the other one bounces off directly back into them and vanishes, it looks extremely confusing because the remaining floppy has gotten some of the momentum, and so all of a sudden it just moves and clips weird. Also, there's the bit about the overlapping, which is annoying. See, the overlapping bit is weird because I need them to jump a little bit when they hit each other, because unlike with what I did with the borders, because see, with the borders I can always set it to a positive or negative value, because I always know exactly in which case they're hitting. Then again, wait a second. How did I do this? So we're gonna go back here, and I'm gonna check out the colliding. Okay, so I did have it like this, but how would I... Cause see, the hard part is figuring out the distance of overlap. Okay, wait, so here's... Okay, so what the fuck did I do with this? Wait, no, this is similar to the outside. Okay, wait, I can have it... I can do something similar to the border collision thing. It just needs to be a different distance. Okay. So on the border collision thing, absolute value. So, wait. So if this dot, I haven't touched this in ages, by the way. This is like directly from that project that I was working on based on Prowler's thing. With the balls and stuff. So this I haven't changed like at all. Wait, why is my... Okay, sorry, I just realized my notepad is cutting off the bottom. So hold on. What is... Do I have like a filter on you or something? Bottom... Okay. Why did I... 100? Sure, whatever. Okay. Wait, actually, can I do something with the transform? Edit transform, scale to inner bounds. Can I positional alignment top? Oops. No. Okay, that's fine. Oh, alignment and bounding. There we go. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to move it like that. To have it aligned there. Okay. So I wonder, honestly, because of the shape. Hold on. Hold on. Transform. Edit. Okay, where's my properties, right? So client area. Okay. And then filters, crop pad. What? How shall I do this? Transform. Edit transform. No, I need it in filters, not this. Fuck. See, the hard part is trying to get it to be the right shape, or 1280 by 720, because that's the size of this. I'll figure that bit out later. Anyways, so with this, so if this dot x is less than ball2 dot x, so if this is farther left, directions. Okay, if this is farther left than that one, wait, shit. Wait. Okay, so if two of them are colliding, right? So if, say, right, so if like one of them is going this way, the other one is going that way, when they bounce off, they have to bounce off the other direction. So this dot x, shoot, wait. Cause see, I want them to move and not collide, but they need to be going fast enough away from each other that, cause see, okay, how do I explain this? Yo, Alderbones, good to see ya! Hehe, time for crab. I'm currently trying to figure out a bit on colliding. So I've been working on the Battle Royale, which is honestly not doing too bad. I am having a very good night. I'm having so much fun with these guys. So I've been testing out like this Battle Royale, which gives like everyone 3 lives, and if you collide with someone else and you are going faster than them, then they lose a life, and we see whoever is remaining. And so you can see how this is happening. Oh my god, if you win. Oh my, we have 3 A's on screen. Oh my god, the last 3 contenders are A's. Honestly, you really are. Alright, let's see. Oh shoot, it's you versus Kitten. It's you versus Kitten, and you're actually, I think you have more momentum, unless you're oh yo! Oh my god. Congratulations. Just dropped in here, immediately won. Yo, sick! Let's go! Woo! Kitten. Perfect use of emote. Oh man. But yeah, so I've been having like so much fun like figuring this out. So the bit that I was looking at right now is figuring out, because what's it called? The ending of the bit where they clip into each other is a little bit weird, but actually, you know what? This, I think, is fine. I want to, honestly, what I've really wanted to work on is implementing a thing called, implementing a boost. So, I have, a little thing here. So, for example, I can set, boost. So I have a little thing here. So you can give yourself, or I can give a floppy a boost for a short time. I wanted them to be able to boost, but I don't want, because it's a like perpetual motion thing. Because like right now all the energy is conserved. It's all elastic collisions. I don't have anything that loses energy or loses speed. So everything should be moving, it should be a closed system. But so this, giving like a boost option would make it not. So you'd be able to introduce more and more speed. But if there's no way to remove speed to slow them down, then because energy doesn't escape, no, it doesn't, Stone Toad. It doesn't, because when they are eliminated, they freeze in place, or they temporarily freeze in place, but they keep the velocity from the collision from before. So when it, so for example, like, if say, my floppy collides with yours, and I'm going faster and you die, my momentum like is transferred to you and it's stuck frozen in place. But when I end the battle, it comes back because you show up again. So it doesn't actually get removed, it's just temporarily gone during the course of the battle, and then it is back again once I show everyone, once I stop it. So with the boost thing, I don't want to introduce too much more speed without having a way to get rid of it. So what I have done is I have a little time limit, and if it equals the time limit, so basically when, yeah, exactly, I'm worried about having the normal floppies end up going crazy fast after the battle. Exactly. Because I don't have any way to remove it after that. Oh, and thank you for the stretch and the skip. Good reminder. Okay, so what I have done here, which I have made a little thing to test out, is a boost timer thing. I have basically at the start of the timer, so I have like a time limit that's a constant, and at the start of the timer, i.e. when the timer equals the time limit, I increase the floppy speed by a random amount between 2 and 6. And I do that for both the X and the Y. But then when the timer hits 1, I divide the speed by a random number between 4 and 8. So it's you get you slow down a bit more than you speed up. Oh, what am I saying? Oh yeah, I also have like a max speed and a min speed because when I was like trying this, I realized like if I boosted like a ton of times, then I would basically have negligible speed and the thing would just sit there. So I have like a maximum and a minimum now, so that's like a cap for it. And then if boost timer, this boost timer. So this counts the timer down every time this runs. And then so like the boost timer is 10 seconds. So for example, let me see here, where is my debugger? So let's do chatters.find by name 2 dot match dot boost boost timer equals boost time limit. So where am I? Okay, I'm about the middle of the screen. I hit an I. Whoa! Okay, so see, now I speed up. I will be transferring my momentum if I don't, or actually, okay, I'm not hitting anyone, but if I hit someone, I will transfer. There we go. And now I have slowed down a ton. It's okay, it's hard to see. Okay, let me actually save this. Save to local storage. And then, or actually, wait, let me hide all chatters. It's easier to see with this one. Ooh. Shirley Temples, nice. Oh man, I can imagine. Okay, so let me do chatters. Oh, okay, so see, that guy is moving really fast. And then, oh, damn. You'll see him slow down, right? Should slow down. There we go. Wait, why did he just change direction? Hold on. Wait, hold on. That's not right. That shouldn't have... Heh? Hold on. Because it did look like he changed direction a little. Which is not supposed to happen. Oh! Max speed, min speed. Okay, so equals... Fuck. So the problem there, oh, also, let me do restore show status. There we go. Everyone else is back. So my problem is that I'm setting it, again, I forgot about the sign. So if this .vx is less than, wait, no. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. This .vx equals that, okay, if math.abs is less than max speed, this .vx equals, fuck, how do I, can I get the sign of something? Let's see, is there an easy, get sign of number, I mean, I could just like divide it by its alphabet. Is there like a, is there a math.sign? Oh, okay, cool, there's a function for it. The math.sign function returns either positive or negative plus minus 1, indicating the sign of the number passed into the argument. If the number passed into the blah 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 blah, and it's supposed. Okay, cool. So what I am going to do, this dot vx equals let's see, equals math dot sign, it is not capitalized, vx times max speed, right? So in theory that should make whatever sign the vx was, it should multiply that times max speed. Okay. That's vy, vx, vy. If math dot absolute value is less than min speed, alright, and then vy, right, so in theory that should make a boost still go in the right direction because it will go off of the sign. Or it'll multiply it times the sign. So like if vx was negative, then it'll make it negative min speed. And then that's absolute value, so that should always be checking it correctly. Okay, so let's go back here. And save, and I'm gonna refresh, restore. Alright. You're schmovin'! You're schmovin'! Alright, so then now you guys are showing. Actually, wait. I'm going to hide because I want to do a boost. So I want to make sure this is moving in the right direction. Where the fuck is my debugger? Okay. Chatters dot find my name. Actually, it's alright, so Speedy. Alright. So it is right now moving in the positive. Okay, so that bit works. It was moving in the negative y, so I think that works too. Restore show status. So let's say I do that again. Oh! Yo, pinballing. Okay. I have totally lost track. Okay, there it is. Never mind, I'm watching it to see when it slows down. Alright! It looks like it slowed down correctly. Holy moly. Boy, those are really pinballing. Maybe I should set the speed cap a little lower. Goddamn. They really be schmovin'. They really do be schmovin'. Yeah, I think I should set the speed cap a tad lower. But it's really fun to watch them go fast. Alright. But I will set that a tad slower. If that's 20... We'll see what max speed 10 looks like. Alright. Save. Fresh. Store. We'll try this again. Okay. So we have some speed. Going reasonably fast. Alright, let's increase speed. Oh shit, okay, wait, that's really fucking fast. Oops. If they move too fast, they'll face past each other. Oh my god. Stone Toad, you are fucking schmovin' right now. Oh! Oh my god, they're like pinballs. Okay. Yeah, so I definitely need to set the cap slower. What is 5? Wait, that's every 10 minutes. Okay, let me test this. I need to set up a thing where I can edit constants without refreshing the page. Okay, that seems slightly more reasonable. I'm like repeatedly boosting it, and so I think that's the limit. Yeah, that seems more reasonable. Speedy, make it faster, turn it into a mosh pit. Oh my god. Wait, you know what? Let's just see. Let's just see when I make it extremely fast. This is so dumb. Okay, let's just see. So this is max speed 4. Let me just set it back up to 20 because that's what it was when I started. Let us rage in the pit. Alright. Refresh the page. Restore. Okay, let's see. Let's see, that's one extremely fast one. Let's see if let's speed up. Alright. Fuck this. We are schmovin'. How fast is 20? Holy crap. Okay, I think that's the max. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is chaos. This is just chaos. Holy shit. Holy shit. I love this. This is chaos. Okay, so I need to make a thing where I can set. Wait, honestly. Okay, this would be really fun to watch. Oh my god, this is Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man. Okay, this is so dumb. Fuck it, we're gonna start the bonk battle at the same fucking time. Oh my god, y'all are zooming. And the crab rave's off. Nice. Nice, Stone Toad. Nice. Damn. Oh my god. Okay. That was pure fucking chaos. Oh man. Oh damn. Who will win? Who will win? I love this. That is so fucking chaotic. Yo, Audi! Octo Audi is the winner. Damn! They win with 2 lives left. Wow. Oh man. Okay, that was so. This is so dumb. I like how I clicked the end and it just released released him straight out of a fucking cannon. Oh my god. Okay. Whatever. Just how much momentum is lost during knockout. Yeah, honestly, okay, it's because it's an elastic collision. So basically, all the energy transfers from the faster one to the slower one, because they're similar in mass. Okay, we're refreshing this. We're refreshing this because I am getting minor motion sickness. Okay. Save and refresh. Okay. There we go. Alright. Your bees now! Oh my god. Wait, actually, I think I can draw that. That would actually be really cute. I should do a bee. That'd be really cute. I think I should be able to draw a bee. That's relatively simple. Wait, hold on. I gotta make a note of this. Where the fuck is my pen? There we go. Bees. I wonder if I'll remember. Literally, I just wrote down bees. I wonder if I mean, I think I'll remember, especially since I'm, like, mentioning it right now. But, it's like, if I just look at it, it's just like, what the fuck did I mean by bees? Anyways, so, I'm enjoying this immensely. Turned into, ooh. How hard would it be to make so that each defeated floppy is turned into a little power-up that upon contact with a transfers the defeated momentum to them and then disappear? That... So... To do that... Well, see, also, the thing is, I worry... Well... honestly, I wouldn't transfer all the momentum, but... So, if I did that, I would probably make... Fuck. Last two would be zoom... Honestly, one thing that I was thinking of was because the last two slow down so much, I was thinking about making it so that bouncing off the walls would increase momentum. Also fitting with the walls, like with the edges getting smaller. If it increased momentum there, that would make them a little faster. But you know, that is a very fun idea, Alderbones. I'd probably make it transfer like half momentum or something. Floppy's in a blender. Get a speed boost along their current path? That's... So one thing I really do want y'all to be able to boost them, because I want y'all to be able to interact with it. I like seeing y'all interact with them more. They get faster the more they spin and the spin gets smaller. That's just a flat. Oh my god. Let's see. I just forgot what I was saying. My train of thought. Hell on earth. Speed boost along current path. Oh, okay. Right. Yo, Robson, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I've been working on the Battle Royale. I've been so excited. Yes. Oh my god. But okay, so a few things I really need to write up a command for this. So what the fuck? So my commands for floppies. I'll type this into chat. Cat automatically available. Cat / uncat. Crab / uncrab. Available after redeem. Set default cat or actually I'll do none, cat, crab, yeah, there we go. I think I need to remember what I have. But yeah, so God, I keep losing my train of thought. So yeah, the cat uncat does your own, crab uncrab, and then setting your default will set it so that whenever you come into chat, it that's the floppy, that's the way it renders you. So for example, like Magic has set default to cat. And I think a kitten mitten set default to cat. Oh yeah, actually, since I reloaded it, they did. Yeah, that works. It's set default. Set default cat, like that. And then if you want to reset it back to the regular one, the default one, set default none. There you go. Wait, Alder, do you have crab? You can only, sorry, you can only, I guess I should make a note of that too. You can only set default to something you have permissions for. So you'll notice I have the crab permissions redeem. So that allows you to use crab and uncrab whenever you want. And it means you can also set your default to crab. To uncrab someone, you can't. Right now I only have uncat for doing that to someone else, and uncat only applies to catting. Hell yeah, Magic. Nice. Almost a crab power. I like the way you said that. Almost a crab powers. Hell yeah. But yeah, so I've been figuring out some other stuff that I can do. You'll notice, like, in the redeems, you can uncat someone else. Or you can, what's it? You can temporarily crab yourself or crab someone else. I wonder if I could set something so the redeem, maybe like the uncat redeem will do, it'll reset something, or honestly, I'm thinking I might change the crab one because I might make it pricier. Like I might make the uncat one pricier, and then make it so that you can set someone else's current render thing. Yeah. So what I'm thinking is that maybe like instead of like the uncat, what I'll do is I'll remove the crabbing someone else thing from the 100-point crab redeem. Okay, wait, actually, let me swap back to here. Fuck you, uncats, your floppy. He isn't here. His floppy is, but it's not catted. He dropped by earlier. Oh, right by me. To the left, going and hiding. All right. Anyways, so what I was saying is maybe what I'll do is instead of crabbing someone else, mirror mitten. Fuck. Okay. Honestly, I really like. Not that I would do this. Not that I would do this for like a lot of people, but I genuinely want to make it so that if a kitten mitten gets uncatted, I have a specific like if a kitten mitten specifically gets uncatted, I really want to make it so that they have a special floppy disk render where they're just a mitten. Like like I think it would be really funny, just specifically for a kitten mitten. Because I could do that. I could do that, like, or if, because, like, I could do it so that specifically if you are uncatted by someone, because you've already set your default to cat too, so if you are, like, uncatted, honestly, if, I don't know whether it'd be funnier to do it only if you're uncatted by someone else, or if you could do it on your own. But I can actually search for, like, a certain username or a certain user ID, and I could set it to specifically render that. Have a specific render type. A reason to save it until feature gets implemented? Yeah. If you are uncatted, you just become a human. I just say, like, it would be really funny for kitten mitten, also because, like, you know, I don't want to draw, well, I want to draw, like, a bunch of these, like, different kinds. I have a note for, like, bees, because I think that's cute, and also, it was really funny when it was zooming around. But also, I have to have stuff that I actually can fucking draw, because I'm not much of an artist. I just do a few little pixel things, so, like, editing, like, the floppies to, have, like, the cat ears and stuff, and then doing the crab one. I've literally spent, like, 6 hours trying to draw the stupid crab claws facing upwards. I just think it would be funny, like, just a mitten. Just random object, a mitten. But yeah, so anyways, I was going through here because I want to figure out something with, like, the boost. I've been trying to figure out how I want to implement it, because I don't want y'all to be able to just boost like crazy, I guess, kind of. Or I mean, I want you guys to be able to boost frequently, but not, well, Cause see, damn. Okay, so stream elements. I wonder if I could do something with stream elements, because regular Twitch with channel points only has a mitten. So with regular Twitch channel points, you only have the option. You have 3 options for limiting it. You have the option to make it have a cooldown. You can do a limited number per stream, or you can limit to a certain number per person per stream. But stream elements has an interesting thing, like with a command for, like, command cooldowns. Appeased by cheese. Stream elements is an interesting thing with command cooldowns, where you have both a global cooldown timer and a personal cooldown timer. And so I would really like to do something with a boost that, like, you have a personal timer. Cause see, like, I don't want to be using, like, boost constantly, but I also don't want it so that, like, if one person uses a boost, no one else can. So, like, the personal redeem timer would be interesting. I also want you guys, like, to be able to use boosts, like, fairly fairly often, but not, like, just one after another. Like, at least the 10-second cooldown, or rather, like, 15 seconds. Yeah! Or at least, like, 15 seconds, because, first of all, like, so that you can't do it, like, right when you slow down, and also because there's a little lag. So, like, the 10 seconds are based off the loops, because it runs every 10 milliseconds, and so sometimes it's not exactly 10 seconds or it's more. Like, I know I was having lag like with the crab rave, which is why the crab rave time limit is 2900 instead of 3000. But yeah, so that emote. But yeah, so at the very least, for now, I wonder. Oh, wait. What I will do actually, is I will make it check for commands. I'm actually going to change that for catting, uncatting, because that was when cat was the only command. You have great emotes, you don't need. Okay, set default. So you can see, you can see the commands here. So you can see like the cat one, set the render type to cat. The crab one, the uncat or uncrab sets it to null. Set default. It checks if it's in permissions. It checks if whatever you said is in permissions, and if it is, then it sets the render type to that. Otherwise, or if it's none, then it sets it to null. So, let me see. Else if, let's do, for now, let's do, starts with boost. Right? So, I want to do, like, the boost thing. So, if it starts with boost, basically what I would do is chatters.list current user ID dot boost timer equals boost time limit. But what I want to do is prevent you from using it like all the, or at least maybe during a boost. Okay, so maybe I'm trying to think, because see, I want it to have a cooldown. I'm wondering if maybe instead of, okay, so when I was doing the boost, okay, let me, not language, view, fold all, and let's go for, the fuck is update, right? So this has the boost thing. So if boost timer equals boost time limit, then do that stuff. Else if boost timer equals, let's say 500, right? Because so if it's 100 updates per second, so 500, so that's 5 seconds. Let's say, actually, let's do a 10-second cooldown then. Not, wait, yeah, 1000. If this boost timer equals 1000, so that's your cooldown, and then I will increase this to 2000, and then on message, check for command. So boost timer equals boost time limit, and then what I will do here is go if, wait, that goes down to 0, right? Just making sure that if boost timer is greater than 0, okay, yes, okay. So then if chatters list current user ID dot boost timer is greater than 0, then we do the thing. So that way, if it starts at 2000, it has 10 seconds of going around at speed, and then at the 10-second mark, oh, thank you. Yeah, good. I was hunched over. Thank you, thank you. All right, so thank you. If this stop boost timer, so then at the 10-second mark, then it slows you down, but it's still greater than 0, so you can't boost again. Okay, so I think, in theory that should work. So we're gonna save this to local storage, come back here, and I'm going to refresh the page. Restore show status, awesome. So now if I try, wait, I literally can't see. Okay, I am watching my floppy disk right now. I can't tell if I slowed down or not. Okay, honestly, there are too many. Fuck. There are too many to see it. Okay, so let me actually save show status and then hide all chatters, test. Okay, there's me, boost. Okay, that did not look like it did anything. Damn it. Wait. Right, chatters dot find my name. Or 2. I'm looking in my debug thing. Boost timer is 0. So, wait, I thought I set it to the time limit? Or did it not find, okay, wait. Uniform message dot starts with boost. If boost timer is, oh fuck, I did it the wrong way. Wait, no I didn't. Oh, yes I did, equals, if it equals 0, I did it the wrong fucking way, I did the wrong sign. So, instead I need to have it, if it equals 0, then I can do it, otherwise it shouldn't. Okay. The diamond to your name is a mod badge to you. Honestly. Okay. Let me restore show status. Okay. Also, Roxanne, did you notice your cat now? Because you set the default to cat. Okay. Yeah! Yeah! Okay. Now it's time for someone to uncat Roxanne. I jest, but okay, because I am actually going to hide them. I'm going to hide them so that I can do this real quick. Okay, so test, right? So now I show up, and if I do boost, I don't think that fucking did anything. I did refresh it, right? Wait, no, I didn't refresh. No, I didn't refresh it. I think I just reloaded. I reloaded something and I didn't actually refresh it. There we go. Okay, saved. And then restore, save. And then now we're gonna actually refresh it. Okay. Now restore. Okay, good. Back to hiding. Test again. Oh! Yo! Okay, can I boost? Yo, okay, so it doesn't do anything. Alright. So now I am just boinking back, and there we go, and I slowed down. Awesome! Okay, and now, wait. Okay, and I'm still not boosted again. I'm still not boosted despite typing that. And so then, let's see. Has 10 seconds passed? Yo! Oh my god, okay. Sweet! Holy shit. Alright, okay. Restore show status. So now, in theory, that boost should work for everyone. If y'all want to try it, we're gonna have some speedy boys. I honestly can't tell if that worked because there are so many on screen. And if it immediately bounced off someone, then oh no! I just saw you slow down! I just saw you slow down! Awesome! Sweet! Hell yeah! Let's fucking go! Okay, and I'm watching Magic. I think Magic, did you slow? I think you slowed down. Alright! Sweet! Okay, I'm gonna wait a second for yours to cool down. So have it, I'll wait a few seconds, I'll wait a bit so that it cools. Your cooldown finishes. Yeah, the lag is rather tricky, which isn't really something that I can do anything about, though. Yo, Roxanne, there you go! You're zooming. And you bounced, your momentum moved off, and now you are slowing down! Mega boost hack 400k! Oh, man. Yeah, so the lag in a battle is tricky, but I guess it's fun to play around. I mean, it's fun to play around with. There's not much that I can do about the lag other than make them slower, which I could do during the battle, but it's kind of fun to watch them bouncing around fast. But let's try this out. Super mod of all of it's a feature. Okay, so everyone wait a bit. I'll wait a minute so that y'all can your boosts can all cool down, and then I will start a bog battle, and you guys can play around with it. Fight in a Denny's parking lot. Oh man. Love you guys. At some point I'll just make a really weird command. At some point I'll make some really weird command. And just like I don't know. Some secret weird command or something like that. Oh man. I love this. An extremely specific command. Oh man. Alright, boost should be down, so I am going to start the battle. Alright, let's see, I'll count down to starting it. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, there we go. Feel free to use your boosts. You can play around with it. So it's kind of, I like the idea, I like the boost thing. These long commands with no underscore or caps are hard to read, yeah. I like the boost thing because it puts you at a brief advantage because you can hit someone else, but you lose the momentum, or holy shit, Nightbot. Nightbot just was fucking dodging. Oh my god, it's down to Roxanne and Nightbot. Who will win? Who will win? And Roxanne already used their boost! Oh my god! Oh! Nightbot! Yeah, I think overall it's actually a bad move because it gets. Yo! Crab powers engage! Let's fucking go! Alright, Alderbones, we're back on this screen. You can crab. Although, technically, you could have crabbed on the other screen and it would just show up, when I ended the battle. But, yeah, yeah, if you save it till the end, nice. Setting default to crab, nice. Yeah, if you save it to the end, if you're one of the last ones left, then you can use it. But overall, like during the rest of it, it puts you at a disadvantage because it makes you because you lose the momentum. Because first of all, it bounces yeah, because first of all, like the momentum transfers to the person you hit. So even though you get one near guaranteed hit, you lose that, and then the fact that you slow down afterwards. Oh man. Alright, but so at least that's fucking working. I'm honestly really pleased that it's working. Yeah. But yeah, like for the last 2 or 3, that would be like a good move. I'm honestly like trying to think of like other stuff that I could do to make this interactive or other things. Yeah, yeah, basically you need to win before the 10 seconds or whatever the boost period is up. But it also has the disadvantage of your momentum getting transferred. The chant? Oh. Oh man. Little advantage to active chatters, or at least it gives you a little bit more control. Like, that's honestly the bit that I like. I want you guys to be able to have a little bit more control or be able to play around with it, you know? Be able to have some more impact on it. Okay. What else did I want to... So now I have the boost thing. So everyone... God, I need to write up some commands. You'll notice I think I have them on my list in the about. I just don't have like any explanation for them because I just was trying to list them out like in a hurry when I was last working on it. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Let's see. So I like Alder's idea of having the momentum there, like having something spawn on a kill or something, but how would I do that? Because see, there's 2 parts to me fake chant. Thank you. Honestly, I'm so glad. I'm glad you guys are happy to like participate in it, because it's really fun. I just love doing this because I like watching them, and I like seeing all of y'all being able to interact. Okay. Let's see. So things on my list of projects were, 1, for the crab rave, I wanted to make it so that they would actually quote-unquote dance, i.e. like every second or so they would swap. Oh, the floppy turns blank upon defeat and continues being a floppy. Next contact, the momentum is transferred. Interesting. That might... I would have to think about that. Next contact, momentum is transferred harmlessly and it disappears. Interesting. I would like almost say like half speed, like only half the momentum. Interesting. I will have to mull that over. How would I do that? I will mull that over. In the meantime, so I have like a few things. So like the crab rave one, the crab rave. So you know how like with the crab rave, everyone just becomes a crab. I've been trying to work on drawing like another variation of the crab with the claws upwards, so that like every second I can swap between crab renders. So I have like crab 1 and crab 2, and every second it swaps between them, so they're quote unquote dancing. But for that one I actually have to draw the crab, so that takes longer. That takes longer than coding. Let's see. I want to figure out some way to remove momentum from the system. Time for bed? Take care, kitten! Thanks for dropping by! It was so much fun. Like, I'm so glad to have you around. Thank you! Thank you for participating in the Battle Royale! Have a good night! Oh, man. So, some of the stuff is, like, hard because it's, like, I would have to draw or make, like, something for it. I'm trying to think what else I could do with the code. What else? Because I wanted to do the boosts because I wanted to have something to control or add in more speed. I'm like, I almost want. No, I mean, I've been doing the Battle Royale repeatedly. Also, fuck yes! The crab worked! The default crab worked! Let's go, Kiwi! Oh, fuck yes. Okay, that is good to know. That is good to know. Excellent, excellent. The default crab works. But no, I've been playing around with it because I've been doing different testing. Nice. For yourself, you just have to... Oh, Alder, the crab permissions gives you permission. It gives you permission to crab, and you set your default to crab, but to actually be crab on the current screen, you gotta do exclamation point crab. Actually, I should change that with default. I should make it so that setting default. There you go. Also, you don't have to put your name after it for permissions because it's just yourself. You don't have permission to crab other people. Although I may figure out something with that. But yeah! Fuck yeah! We have more crab. Okay. Nice! Alright, you know what? Let's do a bonk battle with crabs. Alright. So also now that Kiwi Juice is here. Oh my god, is Kiwi Juice just out right away? Damn. Also, nice Stone Toad. Oh! Shame though. Shame though. Got hit right after it ran out. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Actually, oh? Wait, did it? Yeah, I think it went from before the start. Sorry, Stone Toad. Oh damn. Crab versus Cat Battle Royale. It should be going. The boost should be available on any screen. But so this I've been having like so. Micah wins by doing nothing. Yes, it is Splatoon music. I forgot that I needed music because I wasn't going to be playing a game on stream until literally like I was planning to start at 8:24 and I literally fucking forgot. I was planning to start at 8:30 and I literally forgot about the music and realized at 8:24 and was like, oh shit. I gotta put together a playlist, so I grabbed a bunch of the Splatoon like music that I liked. But yeah. Here, we can try again. Let's see. I think it's been at least 10 seconds. So everyone's boost. So what boost does is basically it speeds up your floppy for approximately 10 seconds, and then afterwards your floppy slows down more than it sped up in the first place. So figuring out, like, if you want to use it during the battle, figuring out the timing is fun. Note that, like, if you are going fast and you hit someone and they still have life left, you've transferred your momentum to them, so now they are extremely speedy. And then you'll be vulnerable when you slow down. Again, for the battle, it's whoever is faster wins on collision. Okay, I'm gonna start it again. I'll count down from 3 this time. Alright, giving you a moment to get ready, and now. 3, 2, 1, start. Okay. This is so much fun to watch this. Alright. Orange Kiwi's up. Oh shit, I just realized if you boost while you're dead, I need to figure that out. Cause that will... Oh shit. Not fast enough. Rip. Alright. We have Nai. Ooh! Took out Octo Aori. Oh man! Orange Kiwi versus Nai. Oh shit, Nai wins! Congratulations, Nai. Congratulations, Naimuras. Let's go! I love this. I want... Okay, so the thing is about the boost now is that if you guys are dead, if you guys are not... Okay, so I need to write in something. On kills, it should remove the other floppy before the collision. I was considering that, but I do kind of like that, cause see, because it starts out randomly, some people are going to be moving a lot faster than others, and so I wanted it on kills or hits I want it on kills or hits to take the momentum from the person who's going fast, because otherwise, they'll just keep zooming. Then again, there are 2 lives, but see, that means that once everyone's on like 1 life, those people will just keep going really speedy. Because yeah. I was thinking about that. I've been mulling it over. Like, what do you guys think? Because I was thinking that because on kill, like, say for example, like right now, Alderbones is moving extremely fast. And so if it didn't collide on kill, then they would continue moving at the speed that they're moving. And so say someone gets lucky and happens to start out with a really fast moving floppy, then every time they collide with someone, it doesn't remove their momentum, they stay the same, and they can just blow through everyone else just by the chance of having a fast one at the start. So yeah, on one hand, slowing down a victor. Yeah, if a slow floppy wins, they're only going to get slower with no chance of winning the next fight. So, I mean, that's why you kind of, because you want to get hit somewhat, you want to get hit so that you can get momentum from someone else, but you just need to win, like, more battles, or you were molasses and eat rip. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've been trying to... Again, I want to figure out different ways to introduce speed or make things, like, more variable. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Stone Toad, same. Yeah, that that was a problem, which is why I was considering, oh right, I forgot, that was the other project that I was thinking about. So I was considering if what was I saying? Oh yeah, presumably the 2 lives should cause some evening out. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let me try this. Okay, so we will go back to this. And where the fuck am I looking for? I am looking for floppies. Run physics. Oops. Okay. So check for collisions. Here we go. So if battle active, okay, so now, okay, how am I gonna do this so that it only happens on kills? Okay, so what I'll do here is I'll do else so that this collision doesn't. Okay, so let's do that. So then I need to figure out if this dot list is colliding, let loser, if this loser, okay, if this dot list loser lives is less than or equal to 0, then don't show it, and then that ends the if statement. But so if the loser's lives are greater than 0, so else, then we run collision. Right? So I think that should be right. Because yeah, so if so that's -1 life, and then if the lives are less than 0, then don't show it, and no collision happens. Otherwise, they collide and run collision. And this all runs if it's colliding. So yeah, okay. So then, okay. So let's try that. Let me save this. And then we will save to local storage, and then floppy source, refresh, and restore show stat. Excellent, excellent, sweet. And now Alder is also crabbed. Excellent, excellent. Clear the screen and reset the floppies. All right, sure. Let me save the show status and then hide chatters. There we go. So this one is the default that always shows up. Although I can, depending on what you're curious about, I can remove it. But yeah. Depending on, I mean, so I was explaining this before, but like the thing about the floppies is that they always exist. It just basically freezes them in place, and they don't collide with anything, or they can't. I mean, like they can't be collided with. Oh, put them back up. Okay. Oh? What you check? What was I saying? But yeah, so anything they since they do exist like in the background, you can make changes to your floppy, like, or you can, like, say you can cat your floppy or uncat your floppy or something, even when it's not visible. They just, it just won't show until they show up again. Okay, but I am going to, start up the battle. Alright, so I'm going to start it. I'll count down from 10, I think, because that gave you guys more time. Alright. So I will count down from 10, and we'll try this out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, in theory now, on a kill, they'll just keep moving. Okay. Ooh, I just saw Bones, like, take out 2 in a row. Nice, Toad. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Nice! Nice. Oh, man. I think that's Bones, Toad, and Magic. Ooh! Oh my god, y'all. Oh my god! Bones still got it! Because Bones still had the boost from Toad. Bones got the momentum from Toad, and that was able to boost past Magic. Damn! Well, congratulations, Bones. Oh my god. Alright, you know, I think... It seemed like after a while they were much faster than when they started from fresh, and when they were fresh they were much slower. Floppies. I mean, it could be if they were only pausing off screen instead of refreshing. It could be. It could. Also, I like how Bones is just fucking bouncing around in the very tiny area that's available right now. It could be that there's a minimum speed. So I just implemented a minimum. Oh. Okay, so yeah, so there is a bit of an increase. I need to figure out ways to like slowly decrease without making it too slow. But so from the boosts, first of all, like the boost power can transfer, and so then having boosts around, even though you slow down, if you've already transferred your momentum, even though it's more than quartering your speed, that still means that there's more energy out there if you've hit someone and transferred that momentum. So yeah, I'm like, I wonder if I make, like, I don't want the border collision to be less, but I'm thinking if I do a floppy collision, Toad, you are around the middle, bumping Alder, going to the bottom, going up on the right side. Oh no, I think you were crabbed, but not default, because I refreshed it. So not default crab, but just crabbed. But yeah. There you go. And it's because I refreshed the page. So again, the default stays between refreshes, but otherwise you have to reset the thing. Yep. Yep. Okay. But yeah, so nice. I see. Choosing when to be crab. Hope she's doing alright. Bailey, right? Oh man. Okay. So I know there is an increase in speed overall, just between the boosts and between the fact that there's a minimum speed when yeah. So the boost. Okay, so again, so I have a minimum speed for when it's moving from the border collision. I wonder. Fuck, cause see, I want them to be able. I like being able to see an individual one be speedy, but I guess I could put a speed cap on it, and then that will facilitate losing some energy. Let's see, cause or I increase the or I decrease the coefficient that, so like instead of being 1, I could have it be 0.98 or something like that. So that means that it keeps most of the energy, but it loses just a tad. I'm worried that'll be too much with the number of collisions and just yeah. Oh yeah, calc the average and scale them all to keep the average speed at some desired rate? Calc the average and scale them all. True. But let's see, but how would I move it? Wait, how would I move them back? Oh wait, no, I would divide. Cause see, well, that's true. Like, it's fun to see like a really fast one. Let's see, I'm trying to think if. Oh man. There's a bunch of stuff to think about. I might put a little speed. Well, see, let's see. Yeah, because I do kind of want to scale them. You're right, like with the scaling thing. Or oops, wrong button. Very deep in thought. Because let's see. Because how would I do that? I would want to distribute the speed a little better. Because it's... Okay. How would I... Yeah, it might be good to make inelastic collision. Well, mostly elastic collisions, but with a slight coefficient. Well... I'll figure that out. Cause it is getting a bit late for me. And so I actually wanted to go to sleep early for once, or earlier for once. And honestly, I've made a bunch of progress with the testing and figuring out the battles, and honestly, I'm really liking how it's turning out. Yeah, the average. Okay. Take care, Alder! Let me look for someone to raid. Let me see who's on right now. Yeah, the average speeds of all the floppies. Yeah. That's what I figured. I'm just figuring out like how would I scale them? Or what were you thinking like when it comes to scale them? Like to actually get it back to the average instead of I mean, because I could calculate the average, but how would I get it back down or up? Also, oh, holy shit, I won. Ha! But yeah, how would I get it back down or up to the average that I want? Let's see. Oh, Clover's on. perfect time to take a shower. Let's raid, and then, well, yeah, I think I'll be off soon, because I think I will be actually finishing up. But yeah, so, winner of last battle got a crown? Ooh. I will think about something. I wonder if I do like a temporary reward or something for the battle until like, say, like I make them render with an extra thing until the next time I do a battle. Fun idea, very fun idea. I will think about that. But yeah, I think I'm actually gonna be heading off. Bisville target average. Oh, good. Oh yeah. Thank you. Tapping speed, if speed is greater than max, then speed is equals average. Cause that would slow them way down. It would like all of a sudden like be moving really slow. I like toads. Let me make a note of this. I will make a note of that. And then I think I'll make a note of that and then I'll check it. I'll check it out. But yeah, so where was I saying? Oh yeah, Clover is playing Elden Ring, and I want to check them out. They're a super cool VTuber. But yeah, thank you for all of your help testing these. I am honestly having so much fun. We'll see what else I can work on with it. You guys have given me a bunch of fun ideas for it, and I like making it so that y'all can interact. It's really fun. And then I can try and figure out setting up. I want to set up some more redeems, like to activate the battle and stuff like that. But yeah, so yeah. Alright. So thank you all for coming by. It was really fun, and let's see. When I usually stream on Mondays and Fridays and sometimes Wednesdays. I really want to actually play some Splatoon. Oh shoot, because I also want to play some Splatoon, but I also want to finish up the challenge stages for Invitation to Line. I was honestly thinking about doing that today, but I got so preoccupied with the Battle Royale I had to test him. But yeah, so I will try to be back Monday with something, and I will set that up to raid Clover. Do I have, give me a second so that this loads, pause, okay. And then, I don't have, I have this as a raid message, or you can use this one, or you can honestly come up with something, like, I don't know, something with Battle Royale. But yeah, so Clover's playing Elden Ring. They are super cool. Check them out, say hi, and yeah, thank you for coming by, and I will see you around. Hopefully I will have more stuff done so we can try testing out more things with the floppies next time. But yeah, take care. Take care, Magic and Alder and Stone Toad and Aori and Roxanne and Left Eye if you're still around. Yeah. See you guys around.